Ted Gustus is a civic leader, and he has a very special message for us. It's all about giving. Tell us, why should we change the whole spirit and attitude that we have toward giving?
First of all, good evening. All right.
Good evening.
You know, when we talk about giving, a lot of time we talk about it in terms of someone just giving and there's an empty void. There's nothing there. If we
because we don't get anything back.
Yeah, we think we're not supposed
it.
to get anything back. But really giving, you should receive back. The challenge is we all got to increase our capacity to receive after we give. Because the more
and
we
it's
give,
okay to receive.
And it's okay. And see, I think that a lot of times we've been speaking about giving, but we don't understand the whole principle and the laws of giving. When you give, you shall receive. You know, so I think some people think just giving means, okay, if I give, I don't get back. But if you give, and for 44 years, I've given to the community, and I've been blessed with so many different things. And people see me in some of my lights, and they say, why you have so much? It's because of what I've given. So that's important here.
And as a civic leader, that is what you have decided to do. You've decided to really give of your time.
Right. And you know, when you take titles, you know, titles are very important for people, but really a civic leader to me is just a citizen taking on responsibilities of giving and serving the community. So as a civic leader, all I look to do, I enjoy giving. And that's the reason why I got involved with the Give Back campaign, because that whole concept of giving back and giving to our young people is something that I had done all my life. And I am going out of the way to encourage others to do the same.
Do you ever find people who say, I just don't have the time? You know, I'm busy, I have several jobs, I have kids, I don't have time to give any more time.
Well, you know what? I talk about my 4 T's. Okay. You give your time, your talent, your treasure, and your last one is your trust. So those are 4 things that you can give. So think about when you call in tonight, what you can give. All 4 of those are very important. Mm-hmm. And our young people need all 4 of them. If you can give your time, fine. You may have talent that you might want to give. You may have your treasures, your monies and so forth, because some people have that. But most importantly, your trust. If you say you're going to be there for young people, you have to be there. I don't care if it's 10 minutes. It's so important. So it's not the quantity of time, it's the quality of time.
And sometimes you can just be there to listen. If you want to just donate an hour a week, just to listen to the time a child may want to talk with you, for instance.
Many of our young people today are absent of an ear to hear them. They're voiceless. They feel their voice, especially when there's not adults around to listen to them. Children don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And if you show that you care by listening and you're paying attention to them, they love it. And it takes them a long way. Yes.
And you've worked with children too a lot, haven't you?
That's what I've done. You know, it's in my 44 years of coaching basketball. Over the years, I retired, and after I retired, they said you can't retire. You know, you're liberated. So they appointed me as commissioner of the public school athletic league, high school basketball in Brooklyn, New York, and so I get the opportunity to speak to the influencers like the coaches that influence our young people, and to try to give them some things to help our young people understand their responsibility as a citizen. And so young people, I love them. They need us. I've seen the results of me putting in time with them over years. And once I get into your life, it's a lifetime. Sometimes you go into people's life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I get into young people's lives for a lifetime.
Maybe that too is what people need to understand, that what they're doing tonight in terms of volunteer hours they're giving, maybe they need to see what the possible results can be.
And when you see that, you know, just recently, I just came back, flew in here from Kansas City, And Brenda Blackmon, who played in the NBA, I coached him when he was 11 years old, came in from Panama, and I taught him basketball. But here he is 40 years later, and he's receiving his Hall of Fame award for basketball, and he's speaking about the person that took him from behind that fence, which was myself. So that's when you see those kind of things, then you begin to appreciate and understand what giving does.
It gives so much, and thank you for giving so much too. You can make a difference too. All you have to do is call that number, 1-800-GIVE-BACK.